Beloved, shalom, shalom, beloved, shalom, shalom. Greetings, shalom aleichem, lila tov, and all that wonderful, great greetings to each and every one of you. If you do not know who I am, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Shifra Yahaved Israel. I am here to bring something of priceless value to you, not to take anything away from you. And there are hidden treasures within you. You are a gem. That's right. You are a masterpiece. Even though you may not see it yourself, you are absolutely wonderful. You are lovely, you are priceless, and you have a lot of value. You have priceless worth. And there's so many gifts and talents within you that only have to be discovered. And once you discover them, you will know that we are blessed to be a blessing, and you will bless someone, and others will definitely bless you. And I'm sure you are already blessing others, and others are blessing you. And it's to be reciprocal. When we are in a true friendship, it is reciprocal. The love is reciprocal. It is not one sided, one way. It's not one person seeking something from the other and the other not giving anything. That would not be a healthy relationship. Anyway, we're talking about covenants. We're talking about the marriage covenant, kingdom marriage, your ordained spouse, it's marriage season, all of that. This is the season of victory. It is celebration time. We are in the midst of the holy days, the high holy days, not holidays. There is a difference between the two. And honestly, myself, anybody else could do whatever they want to do. I'm definitely not a dictator at all. Everyone has their own thoughts and their own beliefs, and you have the right to choose whatever you choose. However, I am participating in holy days, not holidays. And right now on the original calendar, it is the Feast of Tabernacles. I don't know what it is on any other calendar right now. I could only go one calendar at a time. However, there has been a lot going on since the solar eclipse, the ring of fire. I saw 8 geese. I saw one huge monarch butterfly. I saw another small butterfly one day. I saw a black butterfly. It's so much to tell. It's just amazing. It's incredible. I saw acorns. I've never seen that many acorns. In the midst of an acorn tree today, and I gathered up eight acorns. That's right, eight acorns. Some squirrel is going to get blessed with 8 acorns, because I'm going to give some squirrel tomorrow 8 acorns. So we are blessed to be a blessing. And you may ask me, how does the Feast of Tabernacles or Sukkot tie into the marriage season? The way I could best explain it to you is that there are shadows and types. And the sukkah is likened to the wedding canopy, which is the huppah in the Hebrew language. And a lot of times, a lot of people miss a lot of clues, a lot of wonders, a lot of celebrations, and like the love day, many people didn't know about it. But the reason why many people don't know about the holy days, which are not just the ones that are well known, is because many people do not do any research these days. So they don't know about the holy days. They don't know about the other days of great significance, like the victories and the feast times. There's so many different feast days, not just the ones we hear about. There's the Love Day to be of that was highlighted this year mainly because of it being the marriage season. And those that didn't know, there were enough videos going around about it for someone to know if they were only paying attention to the YouTube and what was popping up on the YouTube channels as it pertains to that. Now, the sukkah is like a tent. It is like a tent, and our ancestors, they gathered together in tents, and they would enjoy meals together, and they would pray together. They would invite in the orphans, the widows, the strangers, and those who were less fortunate so they can enjoy a meal together. Every nation, every tribe, every tongue, it was extended to everyone. However, over time, a lot of misinformation and some words not being translated properly, there has been a lot of what is not the absolute truth, to put it lightly. However, we are to incline our ears to hear the true voice of truth, and we should always seek the truth, even if it may be hard to know, no matter what it is. All the truth about all the religions and traditions being entangled in what is not clean and holy and pure and righteous is not anything new. It is not news that is new, it is ancient. Many have known for centuries about all of the fallacies, so to speak, entangled into all of these, what you would call world religions, which has nothing to do with the kingdom way. And you may ask, well, what is it that we should be following? Well, we definitely should not be following humanity or creation or the angels. We need to be following the maker, the true maker, the maker, the one who has created all. And some have likened the maker to a wind, to fire, to angels, to humanity. Some have even said the maker is like an animal, like an eagle or like a dove. However, there may be in some ways that we can describe the maker with some attributes of humanity and creation. However, the maker is not a human, is not created, is not an angel, is not a wind, is not a dove, is not a ghost or any of that. So that is something that we need to definitely address. However, I'm going to get into how the sukkah have to be sukkot. It doesn't have to be sukkot when you're in the sukkah. But there are many people that gathered in tents over time. I think the pilgrims may have done something similar, and they had Thanksgiving, which I believe is very similar to Sukkot, except you have more days. And I think Thanksgiving is just one day, or some people may extend it to 2 days, or however. And we have to keep in mind that the sukkah is a little different than the hoopah. Sukkah is Sukkah. It is very significant to Sukkot. However, some people also use the tent, not namely called a Sukkot when it's not Sukkot, more than likely, for other feasts like Shavuot or Hanukkah. Honestly, Hanukkah is probably the one I like the most. Some others don't even think about Hanukkah. The Hanukkah is 8 days, and I believe it's 8 or 7 days. I believe all the feasts are 8 days. There's 7 to 8 days. And the Chuppah, Chuppah, is a little different than the Sukkah. It's like a little small, beautiful, decorated canopy with flowers. Sometimes it's flowers, sometimes it's fruit or a combination. Sometimes it may be gold. It's you can design it or decorate it however you choose. It's totally up to you. And this is used for the time when the bride and the groom, or the wife and the husband, come together to make it official in the land of the living. Now we know that the covenant does not start when the two go to have a celebration and get a piece of paper or change their names or any of that. It begins when the two have been united together by the Maker, by Hashem. Hashem joins them together. And I believe a good example for that is Yitzhak, or Isaac, and Rebekah. Another excellent example of that may be, oh, Ruth and Boaz. Another example would be one that many love, this love story. I mean, they just love it. It's like, I believe somebody's going to come out with a different spin to Queen Esther and her King Xerxes, with Cinderella, um, with a Cinderella theme attached to it or something, because I'm telling you, everyone is talking about Queen Esther and the King of Persia, and how that came to be, that it is just like similar to the Cinderella story, because it's like he knew this was the one for him, and he wasn't considered anyone else except for Queen Esther. He knew that she was the one, and it's like it changed his whole life. Even though they don't go into detail about it, I'm sure there's a lot more to that love story. And then there are others that we haven't heard much about. I'm sure that Joseph had an amazing love story with his wife. And I'm talking about Joseph, the one who wore the coat of many colors, because he was definitely a blameless man. Any woman today would be glad to get a man that was like Joseph. Not to put any other man down. No disrespect to the husband, the king husband, or however, I'm sure just about every woman would agree they would like to have a husband that was like Joseph, because he was one who walked upright and blameless in purity, decency, a good name, good character. Even his enemies could not find fault in him. Now that's serious. That means that's somebody that's truly obedient. That's someone who's truly humble, someone who is totally submitted and surrendered to Hashem, the name above all names. El Shaddai, El Elyon, Adonai, whatever name you have for the Maker, the creator of all. There is only one creator. There are not multiple creators. No, 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 no. There's one creator. It is singular, not plural. However, let's go back to this amazing love story. And perhaps you have an amazing love story. There's so many love stories in history of our ancestors, how they came together. And one that really stands out is Yitzhak, or Isaac, and Rebekah. It was love at first sight. It was it was incredible. It was the two came together and that was it. That was it for life. Covenant. That's what you call the covenant marriage right there. Is covenant. Covenant marriage for life, for a lifetime together. The two become one. I am my beloved is mine. Two hearts become one. It is so amazing to love and to be loved. And love is in the air. Romance is in the air. I've been seeing so many signs and wonders and signs and symbols and names and numbers and colors and animals and so on and so forth. It's like every day there is something brand new to share. There is something of great importance, something of significance. We have to pay attention to it. We have to know. We have to know. We have to see. We have to be sure that our spiritual senses are sharpened and heightened so that we know exactly what it is that is going on around us. We do not want to be ones that miss anything. We want to be alert, awake, and aware. We want to watch and pray, be aware of the 8 prayer watches, 3 increments each. There are the morning watches and the night watches. Watchers on the wall, unite and come together. The gatekeepers, that's right, keeping the gates. They're the guards, so to speak. Where you hear some people say, use the phrase sometimes, the changing of the guards. There's a new guard that's coming, or gatekeeper, watcher. And what does it really mean to observe the holy days, to keep the covenant, to be covenant keepers? It means to protect and to defend life. It means that we are continuously going to stoke the flames. We're going to care about all of humanity and all of creation. We're going to be there for each other through the difficult times, through the good times, the hard times, all of the times, whether it's sweet, sour, bitter, bittersweet, regardless of what it is. Perhaps you're not one to keep the feast or the Sabbath, but we're all to be covenant keepers in some capacity. And we're always to be thankful and grateful. We're always to be that way. We should always desire to love above all else and to love the Maker with all of our heart, mind, soul, and strength. So many stars in the sky. I saw 2 or 3 nights of an amazing crescent moon or whatever it was. It was like a slither of the moon, but you could see the whole moon, but you could see the part that was lit and you could see the stars around it. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is like love is in the air when you see that moonlight that is so indescribable. When you see the sunlight, the sunrise and the sunset, and you see the stars, it doesn't matter if it's day or night. When you see all of that, when you see butterflies, when you see 2 bunnies hopping together, when you see amazing, amazing, amazing signs and symbols and wonders and dreams and visions and visitations. We know angels surround us. They're always around, whether they're visible to our eyes or not. So we should always seek the Maker, day and night, night and day, and let the incense arise in our home and be a sweet aroma and a sweet sound. Oh, that's right. Love does have a sound, and that sound is sweet. It has a scent. Love has a scent, and that scent is so sweet. It's very sweet. We must always remember the times when we first met, our first love, our true love, our kingdom spouse, our kingdom husband, our kingdom wife. We should always remember it and not take for granted that love, that special, amazing, incredible, unbreakable, unshakable love that brings us so much joy, that helps us to get through the difficult days, the hard days, because love is like a fire. It rages war. Love is like a fire. You can't stop it. It doesn't end. It doesn't fade away. Love is like a fire. I'm not talking about a regular fire. I'm talking about like something like an inferno that continuously burns. That's why a lot of times they say that those who are watchers, that our homes are to be houses of prayer for all nations, for all of humanity, all of creation, every nation, every tribe, every tongue. And we should never let the fires go out in our hearts or in our minds. We should always have that passion and keep stoking it. Keep fanning the flames of love and joy and peace and kindness and humility, goodness and discipline, self-control, patience, faithfulness, compassion. It's never ending. It's never ending, and it is so necessary. We should be examples. We should be ones who show the love like no other. We should overflow with that love and that joy and that peace and that kindness and self-control and know which way to go all the time. In every way. The kingdom way. That's right. We should always defend life in all life forms. We should never, ever be ones who do not defend life. We should defend the orphans, the widows, the strangers, the imprisoned. So, what is it that you want to see happen? Do you have your sukkah ready, your tent? Maybe you're not one to observe the holy days, the feast. There's a time to fast and there's a time to feast. Do your own research. Every day is not a fast day. That is false information. No. We have to know the seasons and the times, like the heirs of Issachar. We need to study more than the Bereans now. We must continuously search for the truth and incline our ears to hear. We must be sure that our spiritual senses are sharpened and heightened, that we are alert, awake, and aware of our surroundings, of everything that goes on around us. That nothing should take us by surprise, because we should be walking hand in hand with the Maker, knowing the heart of the Maker, and love with a heart that is pure and clean. We must have the right hearts, the right minds, the right spirits, the right attitudes, the right motives, the right intentions, and so on. And so we must be righteous in all things, not just some things. When we speak words, our words carry weight, they carry power. We must be sure that those words are life-giving, that those words are love-giving, that they're loving and kind. We must be sure that our words are going to encourage someone and give hope to someone, and not the opposite. If we are not speaking words of joy, we're not speaking the right words. Then we should just be silent and not say anything at all. Well, this is the end of the video. Like I said, There's the Sukkah and the Huppah. The Huppah is Chuppah. For those of you that are already married, congratulations. For those of you that are betrothed, congratulations. Congratulations to those that are betrothed. To those of you that are wanting and desiring to have that amazing marriage, that kingdom marriage, or that marriage covenant with your ordained spouse and not the counterfeit. Seek the maker. The maker is the ultimate matchmaker. The maker is the Cupid of all Cupids who knows how to choose for us and will never choose the wrong person. Never. And you may ask, well, what if my kingdom spouse has come and gone, or my kingdom spouse, we're in separation? Well, you know what? The maker can turn the heart of that king or that queen back to you, and more importantly, turn that heart of that person back towards the maker. El Shaddai, El Elyon, Adonai, whatever name and whatever language you have for the maker, know that the maker, the creator of all, turns the hearts of kings and queens. And believe me, your true husband or wife will return to you. They will not be able to live without you. Even if they strayed away, they become a prodigal, whether they've gone out into the wilderness or whatever have you, continue to pray continuously. Continue to speak words of declarations and decrees. Words that are life-giving, victorious words, not words of defeat. Even if you may be upset, even if you may be disturbed by their behavior, know that the end result will be the right result. Why? Hashem is undefeated, and that is why King David was undefeated. You have no need to fear anything. No matter what happens, Hashem knows all things and will never, ever, ever bring about any harm to us or anyone else, even if that person is totally gone the wrong way. Hashem knows how to restore and reconcile that person back to their right mind, to have the right heart, to have the right spirit, to have the right attitude, to be cleansed, purified, washed, pruned, purged, and refined by that holy fire. And it's not anything that's religious. It's not about traditions or any of that. Legalism. It's not about any isms or schisms. It is 100% spiritual. It's the kingdom way. There is no other way but the right way. And we have to truly understand that a holy, perfect, righteous, sovereign being, 100% spirit, cannot create what is not right. A lot of times we choose the wrong way. However, we can turn and go the right way. It's never too late to turn and go the right way. Now, the kingdom marriage, the marriage covenant, this is marriage season. It is so amazing. It is so incredible. It's so amazing to be loved. Perhaps some of you have been hearing lyrical messages. You've been having dreams and visions, visitations. Perhaps their messenger has come in human form to talk to you. You've seen a true angel. an angel in angel form, however, or perhaps an animal was used, an insect, maybe a butterfly, maybe a rabbit, maybe a deer, however, whomever. Embrace it, accept the blessings, receive it, and believe it, and know that it is true. Know that you have so many amazing, incredible gifts and talents to share with the world. We are blessed to be a blessing. Do not carry guilt or shame or self-condemnation, and do not condemn any other person or anything, whether humanity or creation. Be sure that you're always speaking words that are positive, productive, loving, and kind, fruitful words, not words that lead to disaster or destruction or darkness or deception or death. So as you go forth, may Hashem bless each and every one of you. May Hashem keep you and give you grace, glory, favor, goodness, unfailing, unconditional love, strength, and every good and perfect gift, and give you shalom and sweet sleep. Until the next time, remember the romantic times with your true love, your anointed and appointed kingdom spouse, who is also your divine connection and destiny helper. Be sure you know the difference between the betrayers and the true friends. A true friend will be a friend to the end. The betrayers, well, they come, they stab you in the back, and then they leave. Be sure that you're not entertaining betrayers. Be sure that you are with true friends. Like King David and Jonathan, they were true friends until the very end. They were like brothers. Many people today, they think about their own family, their bloodline as being true friends. However, there is one who will stick closer than your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your twin, or whomever. And that one or those are divine connections and destiny helpers sent by Hashem. Remember, history has significance. History needs to be known to some degree so we will know the present and prepare for the future. Let not fear be named among you. Be strong and courageous. Be bold and fearless. Have no fear. Hashem Adonai, El Shaddai, El Elyon, Raphael is always near, closer than you may imagine, closer than you may ever know. Sweet sleep, beloved. Lela Tov and Shalom Aleichem.